Three.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
So I just want to share that I had to check the actual date, and what I used was our calendar, and May is this picture.
Great picture. Oh, she's pretty. Who is she?
I love it. I miss playing cornhole.
I know, and I love that picture of Dave and Sandra and Pauline.
Yes.
So sweet. So it's May 12th, and it's kind of exciting that we're filming our coffee talk at the center. We are still closed. However, because it's such a big facility, it's 14,000 square feet, remember, that a few of us can be here at the same time and still social distance. So I'm recording in my, look, it's like the office here.
And I'm in the solarium.
I'm over in the puzzle room area.
I'm drinking a coffee, but I will say this, it's my first and only coffee. I have one coffee and I usually save it to the 10 o'clock hour. And I put a little cinnamon in it.
Very good.
I'm on water.
Green tea for me today.
Nice. So, we shared a survey last week or the week before, and where we asked people to check in about what online resources they're using, and people are enjoying these coffee talks. And we just want to remind you that are watching that if you want to help film a coffee talk, please reach out to one of us. Reach out to me or Julie Irish or Sandra and let us know, and we'll schedule a time for you and us to get together and record.
Yes.
That would be fun.
It is fun. We did it with Dawn and Mary Lou so far, and Diane and Warren twice.
Mm-hmm. So just let us know. So in the meantime, okay. So in the meantime, we are going to talk about what's going on today in history. And I wonder, Sandra, do you want to start with the birthday?
Sure. I want to wish a happy birthday to Katharine Hepburn. She was born on this date, excuse me, in 1907. She passed away in 2003. She was 96 years old.
God bless her.
I know it. Let's see. She was a leading lady in Hollywood for more than 60 years. She appeared in a range of movies, from screwball comedies to literary drama, and she received 4 Academy Awards. She holds the record for the most record for any performer for the Best Actress, which is pretty amazing.
That is amazing. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. One of the movies she was in, and I think it was my mother's favorite movie of all times, was The African Queen. Has anybody seen The African Queen?
Oh my gosh, thank you for that reminder. I love that movie when I saw it in my 20s. And of course, that was a long time ago now, but I loved it.
Who did she star with?
That can't tell you.
I can see him. Oh my goodness. If anybody remembers who starred with her, let us know on Zoom at 1 o'clock, because that'd be great. Because I cannot think of his name.
I never did see that movie.
And I don't know if it was her last movie, but has anybody ever seen On Golden Pond?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Another classic. Love that movie. Loved it.
So good.
And parts of that movie, if not all of it, I think maybe just parts, was filmed right here in New Hampshire.
Yes,
my
I
God.
believe.
Okay. We're
She
gonna
would
go back.
only.
Sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
I just have to interrupt Katharine Hepburn's birthday because do you know who else's birthday it is today? Even more
Ooh.
important than Katharine Hepburn? It's Dawn's birthday.
No way.
That's right.
Happy birthday, Dawn.
It's his birthday today. It was Briggs's birthday on Sunday.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, if we just want to happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday to Briggs.
Happy
on Sunday,
birthday.
and happy birthday to Dawn today.
Yes.
We hope we get to wish happy birthday, Dawn, on Zoom.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. Catherine
Sorry,
was married. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just saying back to you.
Oh. She was married once, but had no children. Didn't she have like a famous love affair with an actor? I don't know. Anyways, her quote is, I like her quote. If you always do what interests you, at least one person will be pleased. In other words, you need to take, I take it as you got to make yourself happy first and foremost before you can.
Yes. There's a lot of wisdom in that quote.
Yeah. So that's Katharine Hepburn. She's very pretty.
I wonder if Don realizes that he shares a birthday with Katharine Hepburn.
I don't know, but he's gonna find out.
Yep. Oh, look at this. So moving on in history, this day in 1937, King George VI, father of Princess Elizabeth, who's now Queen Elizabeth right now, like who's the queen now, he was crowned in 1937.
Wow.
So this is quite a, I know some people really follow the royal family. I don't, so I don't have anything to offer in terms of interesting tidbits. But I mean, to think that the father was the crowned the king in 1937 and Queen Elizabeth is still right on the money here in 2020. That's what, 87 years?
Exactly, yes.
That's really cool. I do have a tidbit with that. He preceded his brother. His brother was king, fell in love with a divorced American. And he was, because they were so rigid back then, he had a choice to either get rid of the woman or lose the crown. And he renounced the crown, stepped down from king for the love of a woman, and his brother became king.
Well, good for him, I say.
I say so too.
Yep.
What
yes,
a great
it was very,
story.
very scandalous.
Wow.
And the reason I know all this,
that's right. What a
there's
man.
a TV show. There's a TV show called The Crown. I think it's on Netflix, and it's on the life of Queen Elizabeth. So it starts with her father becoming king.
Oh.
That's how I do that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here, Bob Dylan. Oh, okay. I've got one. I can share.
Okay.
So in 1963, Bob Dylan walks out on the Ed Sullivan Show after they reject the song. Oh, I'm reading it all wrong. Bob Dylan walks out on the Ed Sullivan Show after they reject the song he planned on performing. So he left. He walked out.
Oh my God.
So the song was Talkin' John Birch, Paranoid Blues.
All right.
Birch, Paranoid Blues.
I'm looking it up.
Over its controversial lyrics. So he was asked to, they didn't want him to play that song apparently, and he walked out because of there were controversial lyrics. They asked him to sing a different song, but he refused.
This, I respect this. I mean, so here's one of the, I remember the song, but how it's not like I can sing it, but this was one of the passages. Now, we all agree with Hitler's views, although he killed 6 million Jews, it don't matter too much that he was a fascist, as least you can't say he was a communist. That's to say, like, if you got a cold, you take a shot of malaria.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
So
I guess
that was like a commentary on like the like McCarthyism, like paranoia around communism that maybe is kind of like coming up now a little bit, has been coming up. I saw. I guess they didn't like it.
Wow.
That's not.
So he refused. Huh. Well, good for him.
What year was it again?
1963.
Oh, so that was like early in his career.
Yeah. Isn't that around the time of the Cuban crisis?
Oh, I thought that was like late 50s, 57, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
No, the Cuban, but they went through a spiel where they were like blacklisting Hollywood stars for being communist. And
you're right, Sandra. The Cuban Missile Crisis was 1962, so it was just a year before. You're right.
yeah. Wow.
You know, and that was like before. So if this happened in 1963, that they would let Bob Dylan sing a song that was making a political statement. It's interesting because the Summer of Love, where that got like very popular, was what, like 1969. So he was still like, and I suppose this is why he's so respected. He was quite ahead of his time.
Yes, I would say so, for sure.
He was the leader, one of the leaders of that time.
Very interesting. I knew none of that. Of course, that was before my time.
Yeah.
I don't recall hearing anything about it either or reading anything about this.
You know, it's interesting too, because so we have that little tidbit in 1963, and then something else that happened on this day in history in 1982 was that there was a Spanish priest who tried to assassinate Pope John Paul II. And his explanation is that he believed that Pope John Paul II was a communist.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. There's a lot of fear of communism.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly hope that nothing like that doesn't develop into that kind of thing ever again.
Yes, I agree.
Anna, we lost you.
People have risked their lives and fought in wars. We don't need to lose any more lives.
Right.
No.
So in 1984, a #1 hit by Lionel Richie was Hello.
Hello, is it me you're
looking for? I can see it in your eyes.
I thought that was a beautiful song.
And wasn't that song part of a movie where a Russian and an American dancer that had a communist Russian
I don't
what the
know.
heck there was a movie.
I'm looking it up.
And that famous male ballerina from Russia who.
Oh. Yes. His name's right on the tip of my tongue.
I know it.
Wow. There's a whole web page dedicated to the best uses of Lionel Richie's Hello song in movies. That's how many movies it's been in.
Oh my God.
But I don't see anything about a Russian dancer. Yeah.
Oh, what was the name of it? White Knight. Something like that.
Oh.
I can picture him in his.
I think it was White Knight because it was the Russian and then the American actor was black. So I think it was called White Knight. It was kind of like a play.
Okay. I think we should just believe
Move
you.
on.
It's been used over a dozen movies.
Hello.
And then I can still remember the video, right? Because it's making that clay face.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And wasn't the majority of the video like really sort of like a white background or a very serene or empty-ish? Like it wasn't cluttered up with things. It was like a very, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like an empty room. And isn't she blind? There's something about like in the it's like touching the face.
Right. Oh, it's coming back to me now. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I found it and I wish I could play it, but because we can't play anything. But the movie was called White Knights.
Amazing. Sandra, your memory is amazing. It's a good thing
McCall,
that evildoers.
Weird things though. McCall, Vanilla Shaw,
Mikhail, say it again.
Mikhail Bernosk, Baryshnikov.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. Mikhail.
Yeah.
And I remember what he looked like too in that.
I can show you
in his ballerina outfit.
Yeah, and Gregory Hines played the guy in it. Oh, I want to show it, but I know I'm illegally, I can't.
Well, it's just so fun for me to think about people watching this, jumping up from their seat and like telling us the answer because they know it and we don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So true.
Golly.
Yeah. I'm a wealth of worthless information. Oh, well.
Oh, and then in 1994, Pulp Fiction premiered. I don't know how many of our guests will watch this. This was a pretty gory movie.
Yeah, it was.
True.
It was a movie that came out when like I was in college.
Yeah. Was there anybody in that movie that you really were rooting for? I mean, they were all like,
that's
good.
The thing. Well, it'd be interesting to ask guests and families if they can think of another movie like that about like Quentin Tarantino made these movies. You put it perfectly, Sandra, where there's no like one character that you feel like a lot of heart for. It's like, so is that, I don't know if that's like a style of film, and if our guests or families can remember like, oh yeah, they had movies like that back in the 60s. Like what would a comparable movie like that be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely his style.
Yeah. Do you want to say the joke?
Sure. So, correct punctuation. The difference between a sentence that's well written and a sentence that's well written.
Okay.
I was going to say, did I put enough emphasis on that?
I was like so tuned in, like following, like, yeah, what? Huh? Oh, yeah.
The difference between a sentence that's well written and a sentence that's well written.
It's because another way I might say is the difference between a sentence that's well written and the difference and a sentence that's well written.
Written, yeah.
Well, written.
Exactly. It's all in the punctuation.
Yes. Which helps with the emphasis.
Right.
All right. So today, the most exciting part about our coffee talk today, Don's birthday. Happy birthday, Don. He said that he was turning 85. Is that what he told us?
Yes, I remember him
I
saying
think
that.
so.
Okay. Yeah. So we're so grateful to know you, and we wish you the most happiest of days, years, and many, many, many days ahead.
Yes. And what a beautiful day to have a birthday.
Yes.
Yes.
So Julie Irish is steering the ship. She'll be in charge of signing us off.
Bye, everyone. See you on Zoom.
See you on Zoom.